This Sunday is National Cancer Survivors Day, a commemoration raising awareness about the disease and recognizing those who are surviving. Recently, I got the chance to visit a little girl from Lakewood who is one of the reasons why the Gathering Place, a local cancer support center, celebrates Survivors Day by raising money to fund free programming for people like her.
Oh, there you go.
3-year-old Ruby has taken difficult steps in a journey she's getting out of like a pair of uncomfortable shoes.
It's been very challenging.
After multiple episodes of Ruby crying while grabbing the back of her head,
You had like that mother's intuition, like something is wrong.
Ruby's mom, Annie Stitak, and her husband, KC, took the then 2-year-old to the emergency room.
When they walked in the room, the faces of the two doctors, they looked like they had seen a ghost.
Shortly after, Annie received the name of the disease that would keep Ruby in the hospital for 78 days.
So she was diagnosed with Medulloblastoma, which is a brain cancer that's common in young children.
In order to be present with Ruby, the Stitaks had to leave their youngest daughter, just 3 months old at the time, with family.
I would cry every time because I just was like, all right, like I'll see her in 2 weeks.
In a time of isolation and fear, Annie turned to the Gathering Place, a community support center, to help her walk through this cancer journey.
I think in our post-COVID world, it's really hard for families to feel a sense of community.
Adelle Gates is a child life specialist in the Gathering Place's children's programming department. Through one-on-one support calls and virtual group meetups,
She's really nice. She's actually a pediatrician.
That's really nice.
Adelle was a companion each step of the way.
She helped me with mindfulness and practicing that to be present in the moment. She helped ground me, I think.
Ruby's path involved surgery to remove a brain tumor, 4 rounds of chemo, and a stem cell transplant. Today, Ruby is done with intense treatment, and Annie is confident it worked.
She survived cancer. Ooh, Ruby, go in your house.
The family describes the Gathering Place as a great resource and cheerleader during their passage through dark times.
It's a place of community and hope and connection. I'm living proof that wholeheartedly helped me get through the hardest moments of my life.
And Ruby will now get scans every 3 months for the next 2.5 years to make sure that her health continues to trend in the right direction. And as for the Gathering Place, they are holding their annual Race for the Place 5K and 1-mile walk and run this Sunday on National Cancer Survivors Day. The fundraiser, taking place at Beechwood Mall, helps keep their programs and services free of charge. And this year, I have the honor of being the MC for the Race for the Place. Last year, they had me hold up the sign of survivorship less than a year, and I did that. That was like one of the first events that I did coming back after, my cancer journey, and I was in tears the whole time because they have them like lined up. Less than a year, 1 year survivor, 5, 10, 20, and all the people there just are so supportive. And it's amazing seeing people like Ruby because she is surviving. And as soon as I walked into her home, she ran up to me and gave me a hug. Didn't even know who I was. Just a beautiful little girl with a lot of spirit.
Yeah, the Race for the Place, I've been to it a couple of times. It is one of those that just gives you chills, especially as you see everybody gathering behind those signs and you just see how big the impact the Gathering Place has. And to hear Ruby's story, oh my gosh, all of that treatment.
Watching the beginning of it, I was just like, wow. And Danielle, how difficult or emotional was it for you to put a story like this together?
Well, I think right now when I finished reporting that story or finished recording it with our photographer, I left and I said, this is why I do what I do.
Yeah.
I love to share people's stories and the hope that can happen in dark times and the people that are there for people when they go through tough times.
Yeah, we have great resources here.